Well, hello there, Libra. Welcome to this reading. My name is Zane, and we are going to be doing a bonus monthly April tarot reading. So this will literally be an expansion on your monthly energies for April for the sign of Libra. Now, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, and if there are messages that do not resonate, just go ahead and drop those messages. Also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for some additional clues. And I do apologize right off the bat for my nasally, raspy voice. I am dealing with seasonal allergies, so just wanted to throw that out there. I'm also using a new tarot deck called the Mermaid Tarot. There's a link to that in the description below if you'd like to purchase it for yourself. But let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Now, I will not send you a message, so if you do get a message from someone, they are impersonating me, it's not me, and they're trying to scam you. And I do content on my Instagram, so if you'd like to give me a follow there, there's a link to that in the description below as well. Go ahead and take 3 cards to clarify as we go along, and then we're also going to take a few cards from the Kipper deck. I think we're going to do 4 here. I think we're going to do 4 cards. Okay. So let me make sure everything is in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right, I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So love the energy here. This is one of the better cards to find in a tarot reading. This is the last card in the suit of Pentacles. Pentacles, of course, relates to money, relates to earthly possessions, relates to nature, academia, studying, knowledge, all of that as well. And so in this case, though, the 10 of Pentacles can also represent your family, right? You can see the family here having a feast, sitting at the table, the money's flowing, the drinks are flowing, the food's flowing, the good energy and the good times are flowing. And the 10 of Pentacles can represent a harvest, right? It can say that you have worked hard to build your legacy, or you are working hard to build your legacy. This is another card of empires, okay? There are a few cards in the tarot representing empires. This can certainly be one of those. It's a very good energy. It can, along with that, represent inheritances, money being passed through generations. You can see the grandparents, the parents, the children, the grandchildren, all of that on the card indicated there. And so, you know, definitely like that. There could also be some type of increase in abundance for you, but it doesn't come for free, right? The 10 of Pentacles is not something that comes for free. It says that you've gone through an entire journey of the suit of Pentacles to get to where you are. And so do keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and expand on that a little bit more here. Taking a look, you do have a few Pentacles right off the bat, so that's definitely very good. But in your current situation, you have the 4 of Pentacles. Some of you are very, very concerned about stacking money or saving money or creating a savings plan or like really building on savings in some ways. The 4 of Pentacles can talk about that element of your life, budgeting, planning, preparing, doing those sorts of things. It can suggest that maybe some of you are concerned about loss, okay, concerned about losing the savings that you have or the money that you do have, or alternatively can talk about maybe finances stabilizing in some ways as well. This can also just be a card of stability generally in your life. Timid energy as well, particularly if you're here for relationships. The person that is on your mind may be somebody who's timid, or you may be timid in approaching this person. But, you know, if I'm really looking at this, I don't see a ton of love energy. This is more about Pentacles. And in fact, this may even be more about family energy, or about, this is about like the earthly side of life, you know, money. And also, as I see a few wands here, work and career. Wands represents work, career. Pentacles represents the money that comes along with that. And so those are kind of the energies I'm getting here. But in the problem position, you do have this Knight of Cups. Just as I said, this wasn't about love. You do have this Knight of Cups in the problem position. So the point being is, I feel like just some of you are not worried about, or not, like some of you are, like love is not in your kind of sphere of influence right now. Like some of you are focused on your money, right? You have your money on your minds. And now it could mean that this Knight of Cups is showing up as somebody who didn't step forward as well. Actually, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Cups in a problem position, that would say they're too shy or timid to step forward in a love context. But since this is more about money and career situations, what could be happening here is some of you may be in this dreamy state. You can see this person sort of dreaming into the cup. They may even be scrying here, but they are sort of dreaming into the cup. And the thing is, I love having dreams. I love dreamy people. It's a good idea to have dreams, but at the same time, those dreams need to be met with action. And so for some of you here, that may be a realization that you come to in this month of April, and moving beyond April as well. Some of you may come to that realization. Now, in the past, you have the Eight of Wands here. So I definitely like to see this. Some of you may have recently moved. The Eight of Wands can talk about a long distance move, or even some of you may have done some long distance travel or just travel generally. But this is more about accelerated motion. You can see the volcano erupting. And in this case, it's a good thing. It's a good thing because the Eight of Wands brings news on the way, and it brings it in an accelerated fashion. It's typically news, letter, communication, phone calls, text message, emails, anything like that coming in from a distance, right? Coming in from a distance. And so for some of you, you may have had this big situation here in the past that happened swiftly for some of you. This could be work related, probably, but it could be in any area. So trying to put this together here, it's this kind of opening message is I'm not super clear. I'm also just recognizing right now that we don't have any major arcana. We don't have any major arcana, which is so interesting to me. When I get, this is more about the day-to-day stuff. When you get that type of energy, where that's actually very interesting. That normally doesn't happen. But so it's almost like there's been a major chapter behind you. And right now, some of you are gearing up for something major in the future. But it's like right now, there's some day-to-day stuff that you may be dealing with here. In the future, you do have this Page of Pentacles card. Again, really nice energy to find. So many pentacles so far with this 4, this 10, and now this page. This can say that there's an offer of some type of material, financial, or academic offer coming in for you. This could also be that if it's not an offer coming in, it could be news of that type or of that sort coming in here for some of you. And this may be healing news that allows you to, this may be healing news in the Pentacles area of your life, where you may come to an understanding of how to manage resources better, or do the things that you need to do in order to start building this empire if you've not already. I'm actually feeling this more of with this Page of Pentacles, when I say news, I'm actually feeling like this is more about you receiving information, receiving healing information about how to do a certain thing. And I think it's maybe in terms of your material life. Certainly some of you could be getting an offer, but I think it's more about healing information around money, or healing information around the Pentacles nature in some way. Of a Pentacles nature in some way. In your conscious thoughts, on your awareness, or on your mind, you have this Three of Wands, exploration. Take a look at the magnifying glass here, setting your sights on something and getting that faraway look in your eyes, getting excited about something and taking something to the next level. This is about growth and expansion for yourself here on the horizon. And so when you get the Three of Wands, it can be an exciting time. It can be an exciting energy of something fresh, of something new, of something inspiring. It can bring about travel. You do have this Eight of Wands, Three of Wands, which is about travel. But I think that there's healing information. I think there's important information that's coming in for you here in the future. And this may even be something that you can allow yourself to use to grow and expand a situation for yourself here. It looks very good for you, I have to say. In this subconscious area in the lower row, you do have this Ten of Wands energy. Okay, the Ten of Wands is about this, when you get the Ten of Wands. In fact, you have two tens here. You've come to the end of the road about something, and you've come to the end of the road on something, and it's now time to maybe see where see how far you have gone, see where it has taken you, and ask yourself what it is that you need to do to keep going. This can represent a burden in your life. You can see that this person actually is carrying the 10 wands on their back, which for them could be a burden. And but the thing is, those 10 wands here, they also represent knowledge earned or experience gained along the way. And so do keep that in mind as well. So I do feel like there's something around information, there's something around knowledge, there's something around healing information here coming in for you. Now, in the staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you do have this 5 of Cups. I have to tell you, many people have been getting the 5 of Cups. I have 3 of these decks, right? I bought 3 of these new mermaid decks, and so I switch them out, I rotate them, I shuffle them very well between each reading. And a lot of people have been getting the 5 of Cups for whatever reason. And this can talk about really needing to look on the bright side, okay? I actually feel like, obviously this, the expression on their face, they're doing whatever it is that they need to do to heal through a situation. But it does say that there are good times ahead, okay? You may not know it now, Libra, but there are 2 cups behind you overflowing. There are good times represented in this card, and there are good times coming forward for you, whatever you may be dealing with. Now, in your external influence, you do have this Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords is independence, okay? Fiercely independence. And the Queen of Swords can be somebody who's extremely focused on their goals, on, moving something forward, getting something done. And I do see some of you really putting in a period of hard work here with all of these pentacles, with the 10, the page, and the 4. And also being excited about this, being excited about doing this work that's coming in here, especially with this 3 of Wands on your mind. It's like for some of you, you're getting inspired about something, and there's this real drive and focus that's coming in now in the reading that I think as the reader, this is a welcome sign for you to see. And I like it because it's coming in your external situation. Alternatively, there could be someone that steps in that provides some type of information for you. I don't think this is going to happen to every Libra, but I do think that there are some Libras here that are going to come into contact with an important person or have contact with an important person that just helps them see something in a new way. The Queen of Swords is somebody that you want to listen to. Okay, when the Queen of Swords speaks, it's time to listen up and hear, because they are they are resourceful, but they are extremely knowledgeable, and they are an expert in some field or chosen area, and they have an extreme focus on something. In the hopes and fears, you do have this 5 of Wands. Some of you a little bit conflict averse, worried about a conflict or worried about something here around, could be a family conflict. Some of you may be worried about a family conflict, but the outcome tells me that that is a figment of your imagination. That is in your mind, because this 8 of Swords person here is trapped in their thoughts. They're trapped in their mind. They're trapped in what could be or what could have been or what was or what may be. And in doing that, they are robbing themselves of the present moment. They're robbing themselves of the present moment. And so for some of you, that could be some type of a lesson here that's showing up in this rest of the month for you. But let's go ahead and clarify that a little bit more. Okay. So you have this 6 of Cups, you have the 7 of Pentacles, and you have the 6 of Pentacles. So, wow. Definitely something around the knowledge side of, like, the academia side of life, knowledge building or money building, wealth building. Something like that is coming in here very heavily. Something around information that I'm picking up on heavily here for you, Libra, with the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, but all of these other Pentacles, someone coming in. 7 of Pentacles is long-term investments. The 6 of Pentacles is this idea of flow. You can see the money flowing through here, flowing through the river here. And you can see that there's like an inflow, outflow going on. The 6 of Cups represents something from the past, something or someone from the past. It is nostalgia energy. There is also another message here for you around staying in the now moment and trying to work through some type of event that has already happened. You have the change card with pathway, as well as the main male and the despair card. Okay, so Yeah, I mean, for some of you, this change card, bags packed, cars ready to go, moving out of the apartment there in the background into a new place. And this may have opened up a new pathway for you. This may have opened up a new opportunity for you or a new avenue for you. The pathway is a really good card indicating destiny, something that you are destined to do in this lifetime. So it's a really nice energy. And then you have this main male and despair card. Some of you here, working through some type of issue around money. Let's see what this might be. Okay, official person and journey. Yeah, for some of you, this may be around work-related. Official person is my HR card, human resources, journey. Some of you have definitely been on some type of big healing journey, and I think it's probably related to money as well. And so, yeah, definitely like this reading. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.